Hey guys, hi, Brent Abel, Web Tennis, back here with you with the answer segment of this episode of What's the Right Shot. And you know what I was asking you here is what shot would you play if you were Tom Smith in this situation? He's played a good return down the line, and I'm just really kind of stretched out, just trying to get it cross court, buy myself a little time to get back in the point, and actually, as I come over here, I'm looking at the ball, and I'm really hoping he's not followed this in. And because if he has, I know my momentum's going to carry me, another step away from the court. But, I get lucky on this. He's not coming in. But he takes this ball pretty early. He doesn't slide along, outside the baseline. He actually steps in and plays another good backhand up the line. And I end up hitting a good, solid, deep cross-court forehand. And here's the shot that most of the time we don't think about playing. And sure, a lot of you said, let's go up the line with this because it sure looks open. Just about, as Tom's kind of loading up for this, this certainly looks wide open. If he drills one up the line, it's probably going to be a winner. A lot of you said, take this short cross-court, roll it in here. And yet, if I can get on this ball early, I've got a pretty good up-the-line bump type of approach shot. And but too often, that's kind of what we think about, is we think about, well, where can we create these opportunities? Where could Tom create these opportunities? And yet, you might not have the right ball to go up the line. You just can't take any ball and go up the line. You can't take any ball and roll it cross court. You've really got to have the right situation. So in this one, even though Tom's sort of in this mindset, he start off with an aggressive slice backhand return. So in his mindset, he's feeling in charge, right? And then he takes this next shot and he plays an aggressive up the line. He's feeling in charge. And too often what happens here, especially after two shots in a row where mentally you feel in charge, you just think this third shot, whatever you get, you ought to be able to be in charge and do something. And yet if you don't get that ball, where now I've hit it deep to him, and he doesn't really have a great opportunity to go for another aggressive shot. So here's the shot I want you to think about. And yeah, this is going to be super anticlimactic, but I want you to be able to identify, okay, I'm not in an aggressive shot position again right here. So I'm going to take this ball, and all I'm going to think about is going deep. I'm going to create difficulty by trying to hit this shot deep. I'm not thinking corner. I'm not thinking angle. I'm not thinking anything other than let's just go deep. And where's this ball go? It's just absolutely eating me up in here. And if I'd maybe stepped forward and taken the ball earlier, fine. But, I wasn't in that mindset either. I was thinking, that he's going to go ahead and you can see where I am. I'm feeling on the defense. I'm not feeling offense at all. And he takes this ball, plays it safely over the top of the net, and this thing lands deep. And I'm telling you, it just eats me up. Just totally eats me up, and I float this thing long. So, yeah, I know this is a little anticlimactic in terms of we're not looking at a winner, but what we're looking at here is a really smart shot choice by Tom, where he doesn't think, because the first two shots have been aggressive, I can now go for the winner. He realizes I don't have that ball where I can do that, and he smartly plays a high, not a looper, but a deep topspin forehand that lands right here and puts me under as much pressure as the return that landed here, as much pressure as his up the line backhand that landed here. In fact, all he's done is played the ball deep. It's, I'm not going to say it's in the middle of the court, but it's certainly not to a line here, and it's not to a line there. So, blah, blah, blah. What I want you to work on, I want you to really practice this shot in terms of, have someone right in here, feed you deep balls. And all I want you to think about is, what could you do to start thinking right here, depth? I want to play a ball that's deep. Sure, the guy's going to get to it. If this is your, if you're me and I'm playing against you, yeah, I'm going to get to this ball. But the degree of difficulty is depth. And too often, we just don't practice depth. We practice direction, and we practice different types of spins. But do we practice depth in terms of creating difficulty? I don't think we do often enough. So, well, let me know right below the video. Questions, feedback, anything you got that's on your mind. Looking forward to seeing it. Have a great day out there.